Ganesh, Ganesha, Ganapati, Vinayaka. This is a god with many versions of his name, but he is easy to identify since he has an elephant's head on a human body. He is the son of the Hindu gods Shiva and Parvati. There are many stories about how Ganesha ended up with an elephant's head. One story tells of Parvati being lonely after Shiva has gone away for a long time to fulfill his god duties. And she creates a son by building him out of skin cells. One time she is bathing and she asks her son to guard the door, and it is at this point that Shiva returns. The son stops him from entering Parvati's bathing place, and of course Shiva wonders who dares to stop him from entering his wife's bath, and in response he cuts off the boy's head. Parvati is of course upset about this and tells him to fix it. And so the next animal that comes by is an elephant. So Shiva takes the elephant's head and places it on the boy's body. And that's how Ganesh got his elephant head. Or at least, that's one of the stories. In Java, in Indonesia, Ganesha is always depicted seated with his foot soles placed against each other. We don't know how this became his standard way of sitting. On the Indian subcontinent, he is rarely seated this way. His usual attributes are clockwise, starting from his lower right hand, his broken off tooth, a rosary, an axe, and a bowl with sweets. Like his father Shiva, he wears the skull and the crescent in front of his hair, a snake for a sacrificial cord, and a third eye on his forehead. Deviations from these norms are due to foreign influences. This next statue is from Cambodia, which is why we see Ganesh seated in a different style. He is made in the Bayon style and only has 2 surviving arms, but on the left side we can see the remnants of another arm. This statue is now in the Musée Guimet in Paris. Ganesha is fond of sweets, and sweet foods are often what is offered to him in religious rituals. He is often shown holding a small bowl with pancakes in it that he picks up using his trunk. This is, of course, one of the reasons he is depicted with a big belly. This statue is from Java and is currently in the Rijksmuseum in the Netherlands. A stone statue, now in the Museum Nasional in Jakarta, in Indonesia, shows Ganesha with the different iconographic elements mentioned previously. We see the broken tusk in his lower right hand, the snake as a sacred thread crossing his torso, and the crescent and skull at the front of his hair. Another feature that is often included in his imagery is a small mouse or shrew. This mouse represents his vehicle, so how he travels through the world. The mouse is also useful because it can travel behind walls and is one of the reasons that Ganesha can hear different types of prayers. As the god of auspicious beginnings and the remover of obstacles, he is often honored in any ritual for a new enterprise.